Salutations everybody, it is Matty here with some Bethesda speculation. Today, we are going to be talking about what's going on right now at Bethesda and how in turn that will impact their E3 2018 showcase. With every E3 when it comes to Bethesda, we have those safe expectations we always go to. Oh, there will be an Elder Scrolls Online expansion. Oh, we'll see something from Legends. But what else is there going to be? What happens if those are done and out of the way before E3 even happens? That's pretty much what happened during E3 2015, where a lot of this stuff was put to the side because there were two big guns, Doom and Fallout 4. With some of the recent announcements and things going on with Bethesda as a company, I've started to really feel like that's the case for 2018 now. We're going to go down a list I have constructed. First, it starts off with Prey, which is most certainly getting something this E3. Not only have there been teases across their Twitter, which we have focused on in other videos, but on top of that, they literally showed the date of the E3 conference that something is coming that day. Now, at this point in time when I'm recording this video, Prey isn't even a year out. By the time Bethesda's E3 conference rolls around, it'll just be a year and 1 month. So it's certainly not a Prey sequel, meaning it's going to be a DLC or something similar to Dishonored Death of the Outsider, meaning it's not going to be something that takes up a big chunk of the conference, but it's definitely going to have a presence. But Elder Scrolls Online and Elder Scrolls Legends, like I said, they're shoo-ins for every E3 conference, but what happens if they're done and out of the way before E3? Because during E3 2015, they got their trailers. They were about a total of 6 minutes of screen time for an over hour-long show. They're teasing what is next for ESO. Upon some further research, I learned that this is quite clearly the biggest anomaly of the entire Bethesda E3 showcase, because when I looked at all the expansion announcement dates, they were always at some point in June, except for maybe 1 or 2. Same thing with Elder Scrolls Legends. They just launched their Houses of Morrowind expansion, which I think is a big deal because we haven't seen a big expansion like that since the Skyrim one, which was announced last E3. Wouldn't it have made sense for them to announce this at E3, perhaps get some more attention on it, unless something very big was going to show up at E3 and steal the show? Lastly is Wolfenstein 2. It just dropped its final piece of DLC, so I believe the adventure entirely for Wolfenstein 2 is complete. So I'm not sure if that officially eliminates machine games from the E3 2018 discussion, as it's well within the possibility that with this DLC and if it's performing well financially, that as a business they'll just invest in more, but I feel it's done. What I'm saying though is a lot of these announcements, a lot of these DLCs are all coming well before E3, trying to get the attention they can now. Why would you do that unless, like I said, something big is coming? I've said this multiple times in speculation videos, so I apologize to those who watch the channel real closely if I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I always say that it's sometimes what the developers and the publishers don't say that can speak the most volumes about what's coming up. The clear tiptoeing around Bethesda Game Studios information, the announcements well before E3, the shoo-in announcements especially before E3 being announced ahead of time, I can't help but think to myself that this is setting up for a big announcement at E3. Since a big philosophy at Bethesda is missing stuff, getting that time to think about the game a little bit and go, man, I want some more of that. If they're announcing stuff rapid fire left and right, where's the excitement build up for fans? At this rate, I can imagine an Elder Scrolls Online trailer and an Elder Scrolls Legends trailer just briefly saying, hey, these are out, come try them out. But yet again, it's not enough to fill a conference unless we have a similar situation like with E3 2018, where Bethesda Game Studios has an over half-hour showcase. That'll do it for me, folks. I want to hear your thoughts on this speculation in the comments down below. Like I said, it's speculation season, boys and girls, so fire away. Other than that, I'll catch you guys next time. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content we create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.